Welcome back to another Tony Montana video. This is a continuation of a video I made, I believe, yesterday, in regards to, just talking about mentality of the dog. How can you make a better dog if you know how the dog thinks and how the dog is telling you through actions or through mannerisms or through just non-actions. Last time, in my last video, I actually covered. Give me a second, 1 second. Okay. As I was saying, on my last video, I was covering how you should plan your training regimen according to the dog, not the dog according to your regimen. That way, you'll get the best out of your dog. This is part of the mentality of how to choosing when to work your dog and when not to, according to what the dog is telling you. You being a better reader of your dog will make you a better dog owner, handler, conditioner, just overall a better owner of the dog. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about a little bit of, some couple of types of dog aggressions that are good and bad, and keeping an eye on those individual type of aggressions and know how to deal with it. The easiest one that I think I mentioned before was a defensive type of dog. It's defensive. The person comes at them and they react to defend themselves. That is an aggressive reaction. Defensive aggression. Now, if there's a dog that's looking to automatically, when it's loose, bite anything they want, anything that moves, that's a really active type of aggression. And if you cannot teach it, you cannot move, show the right and the wrong, that's the wrong type of dog you have. Now you have dogs that are aggressive towards their food or their pillow or their person. They're very possessive. It's one of those possessive aggressions. Okay, possessive aggression can be dangerous because they're taking that alpha mentality and believing they are the ones controlling the situations, controlling what happens in the household or whatever happens with you and the dog. And if the dog is feeling every time that it needs to protect you, it needs to, make sure nobody gets close to you, it's going to be a dangerous situation because you can't have eyes behind your, behind the back of your head. So you really have to take care of that. You have to be careful and be aware of that type of aggression. Now you gotta have the fear aggression. That obviously something that is very dangerous because a fearful dog will, snap really quick just to get you out. Or, people say that the harder biters are fearful. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I've heard it many times, so I just keep it as a footnote. But you really have to think about what you want to do with the dog.
There they go. Beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah. What they name?
Simone and Farrakhan.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. It's real life here, man. Real life. This is not a green screen. I'm actually walking through the streets with people around. So anyway, you just gotta be careful with those fearful, aggressive dogs, as I was saying, because they can be the quickest to, to snap because they feel those the fearful, aggressive dogs. They have imagine a border, a circumference, and if you get closer. If you violate that circumference, that space, that private space of them, they will snap at you because they are fearful and say, all right, if you get to this close, I just got to do it because you got too close to me, and I just got to do it. And there's others that are more of a fight aggressive. They're not aggressive at all. And I really, these are fight aggressive. Give me a second, there's people here. I have to be quiet about it. Okay, as I was saying, that's fight aggressive or fight aggressive, and these are the individuals. These are dogs that may not show any type of aggression first. Like, and this is probably the people thinking, oh, he turned on. When a fight aggressive dog, or a dog. And this is very closely related to a dominance aggression, but I think fight aggression is what the American Pitbull Terrier is known for. So this is fight aggression I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on. Obviously, this fight aggression, a lot of these dogs are, regular dogs until they get a taste of a fight. Once they get a taste of a fight, they really find that they enjoyed it. Holy moly! And they're going to try to, can I have a fight with you? Can I have a fight with? Meaning talking to other, animating him talking to other dogs or other animals, because they find this fight aggression kind of like an adrenaline rush, like a drug addict looking for that X. And they could only get it from fighting a dog, and that isn't a fight aggressive dog, and it has nothing to do with being mean or being raised a certain way. Certainly means it has to do with DNA, genetic disposition. But really, this is something that you could think you can teach it. But you really can't. This is something that a dog is or it isn't. And there's many dogs that in history of the dogs, the American Pitbull Terrier, that were champions and grand champions, that weren't fight aggressive. They were just, I guess, maybe dominant aggressive. They pressed the action until it was done. But it was because of the dominance pushing towards the other, And ideally, you want both in an American Pitbull Terrier. But again, we're talking about Pitbull Terriers that will be handled by experienced hands, so that if there's a situation, as I always say, I always carry sticks with me. There's a situation, I always carry extra ropes for situations. This is not a breed to be joking around. But speaking of the breed, speaking about developing, improving the breed, stop. You're looking for a dog that is really dominant and fight aggressive. Both. Dominance and fight. Dominant aggressive, fight aggressive. Because the dog could be dominant, but and still be a good dog. But I think the combination of both is ideal. Give me a second again. There's a lot of people. Okay. So you really, when you're looking at dogs, especially when they're young, pay attention to their, if you have a litter of dogs, pay attention to that little dog. Pay attention to how they interact. You'll see, at least after, I'll say just to be safe, after the 8th week, you start seeing those personalities flourish. Well, you thought it was and you start seeing how they interact, how the pieces are coming together, where each piece is falling, in terms of hierarchy. Sorry about that. So, hold on a second. People here. Sorry about that again. As I was saying, you have to figure the interaction, how these you know, how these siblings are getting along and how they, because they, shit. I'm gonna leave it here because his dog is pooping. So no, so this is Tony Montana. Until next time.